So, for right now, you know, we just gonna make as many videos as we can with the Porsche. Nah, I'll just y'all. All right, guys, you see it, man. We about to try to make this happen. You feel me? You know what I mean? We gotta get this low boy out of my garage. Bye, baby. Back at this place that we like and we at so much. Special thanks to my guy Eric, Team Hellcat, who is getting us the new motor that's gonna go in the car, the new short block. We got the Whipple, then a 100 shot. You gotta have a built motor. Yeah. Okay. And now check out this monster right here. This is Vinny's car. Y'all remember Vinny's car from the previous video. Dodge Charger Hellcat, EMP Performance Stage 1. And that includes 285 pulley from ZPE Grip Tech, 285 pulley, Demon injectors, a tune, intake, catless exhaust, and deleted resonator, right? Catless deleted resonator, which is way louder than my car, because my car is just catless still with the resonators. This thing is gonna scream on a dyno. On average, these cars with this setup exactly the way that you're looking at it here, usually make anywhere from 770 to about 790, 800 maybe. This on 93, right? Yep. On 93 octane, it should do anywhere from about 770 to about 790 with an automatic transmission. Stick shift cars make about 10 more horsepower, but because they're stick, you know, it's nowhere near as fast as the autos. But this thing is dirty right now. He drove here all the way from New Jersey to New York. It's starting to snow, so there's snow out there, there's salt, but the car still looks shiny as hell because he owns a detailing company, so that's why it's always clean. Y'all remember the last time I ran into this car, I was shocked at how clean this was. Dumb clean. It's still that way right now, even driving in the salt. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Vinny, first dyno?
First dyno.
You excited, bro?
Yeah, can't wait.
So this is your first experience really like tuning a car like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so this is my first car that I have that's actually getting work done to it. I went stage 1 with it. Probably be all right for about a couple months and then eventually size up.
Listen, man, I already talked to this young man and I told him, I said, when my car was stage 1, I had no issues, like none. When my car made 803, it ran like a champ all the time. How many miles you got?
29,000 now.
Okay,
just
so I had, when the car finally went, it had 49,000 miles.
Okay.
So, I don't know, it's completely up to you what you want to do, but I'm telling you right now, just don't go above 850. Stay below 850. And you should be fine. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Your boy Eric is getting set up, man. He getting it right. What we got going on here, E?
It's the Hellcat that we're about to rip on the dyno.
You about to throw another cherry pop on the dyno? Let's get that cold start, baby.
Ooh, that cold start? Here we go.
One of my favorite parts about the Hellcats is how crazy the blower, or how high the blower sits. You see the front bumper? And look how much taller the blower is in the front bumper. That shit looks so sick. With the hood open especially. So menacing.
Yo, look how happy Vinny looks. The kid in the gray hoodie is his car. Look how excited he is. He's like nervous, excited, all in one. Yo, look at him. He's nervous as hell that his car's about to go in the dyno.
Vinny, you nervous? You excited? You look both, honestly. You look both nervous and excited.
I can't wait to see what it does. potentially blow anything up, you know, it's about the only thing I care for.
So what'd you just ask him, Eric?
I was asking him how far he wanted to go with the aggressive side of things on the tuning.
So what's the result? What's your synopsis based on his answer?
Based off of his answer, he wants to be able to have the car dummy proof so that when he's beating it, he doesn't really have to worry about if the gas grade is good, not good, how many miles should he change the oil in, you know, like every time you push the car more and more and more and more, you gotta just be on top of the fuel, the maintenance, that much more. When you step back into the safety zone, you could kind of not slack, but you don't have to be such on edge to keep fine-combing everything. If you would have said aggressive, we would have had a discussion about fuels and gypsy fuel stations that not all the lights work out.
All right, cool. So, Vinny, you hear that, right?
Yeah.
Cool, man. So I think that's a smart idea. I think, you know, start out with a nice tune, you know, nothing crazy aggressive, but nice, consistent. I mean, come on, bro. You already making 780 right now. What more do you want?
You know, eventually I'm going to shoot for 8 and then, you know, we'll
Nah,
see where it goes
sevens,
from there.
high sevens. But the difference between, you know, you're not going to feel that 20 horsepower on the street. And if a race is that close, then God bless the other guy who got you by a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's see what she does.
About to start wiping the car down? Are you really about to start wiping the car down? How you feeling, brother? How you feeling, man?
I'm super excited, man. I wish it wasn't so wet out to do a couple test hits on them.
Yo, man, congratulations, man.
Thank you again, bro.
Listen, like I said, that stage 1 setup from EMP it worked for me like a charm, brother. You know what I mean? The collaboration between Team Hellcat and N-Track has worked well for me, so I'm glad to see you part of the family.
I had to come through.
Welcome to the family, brother. Go out and gap people and have a good time. Hellcats or do I know my Hellcats? Car just Dyno 780. It's exactly what I thought it would Dyno, 785 to be exact. So there you have it, man. Like I told you, stage 1 usually nets anywhere from about 770 to 790 on automatic cars. There are very few cases where I've seen 800, but with Dyno numbers, that's negligible. Yo, Mod2Fame, man, today was actually pretty cool. You know, we got the car dropped off to start the project of rebuilding the motor, getting it done. We ran into Vinny with his Hellcat. We ran into that crazy 300 SRT, fully built, crazy. And we just had a good time, man, today. So talk about making the best of a bad situation. In reality, I know I had started this series off with I wasn't making fun. I wasn't making light. And that's why I said I wanted to give a huge shout out to all of my Mod2Fame following. It's because of you guys that we're able to pay for the car. It's because of you guys that we're able to build stuff on the car. Granted, not fully. We're not a channel that makes a ton of money. We make a little bit. We stay pretty consistent, and we make a decent enough so that we could at least pay for stuff. Am I making money? Absolutely not. Since I launched Mod2Fame in 2017. You know, since Derek came on, Eugene came on, we still, neither one of us have put a dollar in our pocket. Everything that we've done for Mod2Fame goes back into the company. So whether it's the events, whether it's the AdSense, whether it's the merch, whatever it is, it goes back into the company because we are not profitable as a company enough yet to be able to pay ourselves. So this has been a labor of love. Can you imagine? We're coming up on 3 years. Can you imagine working for 3 years and not making any money from what you're working from? You guys may look at it and say, well, you know, you're able to, you know, drive these cool cars, whatever the case may be. That's true. However, that is the business that I'm in. So that is just a perk of the business, but that isn't paying for anything. As a business owner, as an entrepreneur, those are the sacrifices that you have to be willing to make. So not only has Mod2Fame not put a dollar in my pocket or any of my partners' pocket, we have also all put money in. Since launching Mod2Fame, the YouTube channel started with, you know, a cool car, the Porsche Panamera Turbo is how it started. And then we added the Hellcat, we added the Durango, and plus the other cars that are in the Mod2Fame garage. I say all of that to say, don't think that you're gonna start a YouTube channel tomorrow. Don't think that you're gonna start your flower business tomorrow, your barbershop, your landscaping, your whatever you think is going to be your get rich quick scheme. It ain't gonna work, man. That's not how this works. There are very few people who come onto this platform and actually turn a profit to where they put money in their pockets. Very few people that actually get to do that. You know, shout out to those people who are able to do that. God bless them. Mod2Fame is not one of them, and that's okay. And we're gonna continue to go. That's not gonna stop us because we are in it for the long haul. Get rich quick schemes don't work. They just don't. Just as quick as it comes, a lot of times, it's as quick as it goes. That goes for whether you want to scam somebody, whether you want to sell drugs, whether you want to, you know, do something legal that you think is get rich quick. Chances are it's not going to work in your favor. But that being said, you stay committed to your cause, and in the long run, it's going to pay off. And that's what we're doing here with Mod2Fame. I truly believe that in the long run, it's really going to pay off. It's really going to pay dividends. And we're going to continue to grow as a channel with your support, with your help, with your sharing, with you guys actually really behind us. We are actually going to be able to continue to grow and really take this thing somewhere special. And one day, who knows? I actually might get a paycheck. But hey guys, until the next one, man, I hope you like this video. Please continue to like, subscribe, share. And until the next one, it's your boy Stephen here from Mod2Fame. And then this here Durango RT. You see the RT on the seat. We out.